gathered together from the cosmic reaches of the universe, here in this great hall of justice, are the most powerful forces of good ever assembled. Dedicated to truth, justice, and peace for all mankind.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. What can I say? This was a hot trailer. Okay? Logan. We all saw it. X-23 came out. Was it off the hook or not?
The symbolism of that Batman hat falling off your head. You know, it's just a precursor of what's to come. I've been telling you.
Bring it on, baby. Bring it on.
I thought that trailer was really. You know what? I'm sorry, kid. You gotta go. This is just too violent. I'm sorry.
No, wait. He can say.
Okay, you can say.
So we're doing Logan, and this is the so-called final installment of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, even though he's going to be in Deadpool probably.
Booyaka!
That was like really okay. I know that Wolverine is violent. Okay, I accept.
Oh,
that.
you're saying it's too violent, but it's also too violent because of
It's an R
the X-23?
It's okay, an R rating. I don't have a problem with. I've seen R-rated films before. I understand that. That's a kid. It's a kid, and they're doing the R-rated stuff. That's where I'm kind of like, okay, you know, how do you balance that out? You have a kid, you have X-23 in there, and she's gonna be mowing these cats down, and she's a kid. So you have a kid in a film that kids can't go to see. You know, that doesn't strike you as just like really circuitous and logic?
Not really. I think I see a lot of kids are going to end up seeing these films. And,
Yeah,
I mean, whether it's an
regretfully.
R or not. Look at Deadpool, which I thought was
No
definitely
kid should have ever been in that theater.
But a lot of kids
No
saw
kid
it.
should have been
I
in
mean,
that theater.
Marvel sold so much merchandise. They market that movie. There's no way that movie made as much money unless for some kids want to go see it. So
Did your father take you to see Deadpool?
No.
See? See?
yeah, but
What kind of
teenagers,
father is
yeah,
that?
Teenagers
I don't
probably
know
will see it.
why.
And they've seen it on HBO. Look, all I'm saying is that if that's your biggest issue over all the other issues, I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I mean, just gratuitous violence. You know, we've been seeing that ridiculous.
Okay. Obviously, your kids are too old, so you don't have to think about this. But
Wait. Before we get into this, let's get into what the story is about. Yes,
Thank you, PD.
It's violent, but here we have basically, it's based on not only what's it?
Old Man Logan?
People would say Old Man Logan, but Chris Claremont has been doing the Wolverine Alone stories for a while now. And there's one where it's called Wounded Wolf with
Last
Barry
Man
Windsor-Smith, where Wolverine is completely injured and this little girl from Power Pack is there, and he has to protect her and save himself against these mercenaries who are in this story.
The little one with the pigtails, Energizer?
Possibly, yeah. So this is one of the first, because he already had some connection with Kitty Pryde, but then they like to play up Wolverine being sort of the father figure, but being this like feral character that has to protect this little girl. So this is what we're having, but X-23 turns on its, like X-23 was sort of brought into the X-Men to sort of say, Wolverine's gotten soft. This character is so relentless, we'll sort of get the old Wolverine back, and we'll have the father figure playing both sides. So this one is trying to use some of the Wounded Wolf, but also have some of the, the Old Man Logan at the same time. So, and it has some sort of locale that's in Australia and all that. But as you're saying, it's going a little too far as it, because we're seeing this girl is totally, you can't even handle her. And they're also, it seems like both of them are flying. Like in the comic,
Jumping.
No, they're flying.
Yeah,
when you
called
see
the-
them like this, they're flying, and then
Great scene.
So one of the things is that he's like they're still persons, but they're somehow able to jump and then attack and kill like 5 people at one time.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
Enough respect. You need to step away.
I mean, people love that, but it's kind of jumping.
They're not thinking about it.
Yeah.
And, they're not thinking about good choreography anymore. It's just like, hey, let's just come over here, make some blaze. I don't know. The first couple of trailers I saw, I said, okay, I'm actually interested in this. I know it was going to go some of the route with Old Man Logan.
What about the hair, though? What about just having a regular hairstyle on Wolverine?
No.
I don't care.
It's just like
I just don't care about that type of stuff. I mean, look, I would have preferred Wolverine to be 5'3". I didn't get
would,
that.
yes.
I didn't get that. So I can't get the height. I'm not going to get the hair either. So, along those lines. But I do have to admit, it does, seeing that little girl just for me, it's just like, I don't see how do you reconcile it that this is going to be an R-rated film
because of the
a kid her age. That means she could be in the film, but she can't attend the screening.
Oh man, there's tons of movies like that in shows. I'm not even going to go deal with that. Listen, the question is, are you going to see the movie or not?
The fact that you are morally bankrupt, okay? The fact that you are morally bankrupt has nothing to do with what I'm saying right over here.
I am not morally bankrupt.
And I'm joking. Mario's definitely not morally bankrupt. He's an excellent guy, okay? I don't want people to think I took it too far and get more in the comments than I already got. But, okay?
Thank you very much. I'm shocked.
But I just, I look at that situation right over there. It's different than the Professional. Because in The Professional, the little girl was a little girl, and the hitman was doing all the dirt. Mm-hmm. Now you got it over here, like, oh, well, she can come over here and she can kill just as good as Wolverine. Like, for me, it's kind of like, no. I mean, that was something even in the comic. Even in the comic and so on and so forth, they had to do a lot of stuff to explain it, and she was not as visceral initially as what they're seeing right over there.
X-23?
Yeah.
In the first few initial appearances, and because she didn't even originate from the comic. She was on the X-Men cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
On the X-Men cartoon, again, it was the same thing. Was like wild and so on and so forth, but not like this this incredibly savage. I need to drink your blood type killer.
I don't know. I don't know. I think for a cartoon they couldn't push it. They can show them feral. Right. But then when she got to the comic, she was like had the toe claw and cut Wolverine like. It's
didn't she kill? She also killed her mother, right?
Look.
So I mean,
it's getting darker at the minute.
I don't know because.
Well, wait a second. We also have to deal with another issue. Xavier's dream. Okay.
You saw the trailer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did you think of the trailer?
I think you're right. Kids shouldn't go to see it. I mean, she's about to kill this guy who's saying no, that she can't eat the products in the store without paying for it. I mean, she's about to kill him.
Because she doesn't know better yet. That's why.
And that's what we teach the kids, right? Don't listen to people. Don't listen to your adults who tell you, no, you can't do this. Kill them, right?
But I think we got to put it into context. Clearly, I mean, we don't know the movie yet, but it's clearly she has come to him or somehow they've connected, and she has learned a lot of bad things. It reminds me a lot of Damien, right? Damien from
that's a terrible example.
Of course.
Damien from what?
Damian Wayne.
Oh, he's a bad kid.
It's a horrible example.
I think it's
no.
Damien
has at least been trained. This one's feral.
Wasn't
Damien is not feral.
In the comic book, she was being trained in
Damien is a test tube baby who was raised by the League of Assassins. The League of Assassins. That should be enough. I don't need to really say too much more.
But I'm just saying, all right, yeah, right. Damien may not be the most, but I'm just saying in terms of the way her worldview. She's feral, right?
Yes.
But I think that she doesn't know how to deal with others as well as she could. She's been dealt with badly. She's been treated badly. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why it comes out. Her interactions, I take what I want and walk away. I don't see a consequence.
We've seen the feral child before without them being so bloodlusted. Tarzan is a feral child. Mowgli is a feral child.
Well,
no,
and Mowgli's
not
over there seeing the bare necessities.
Yeah, that's a total different feral child.
No, they're still feral child. It's your approach to it. They're still feral.
Well, we want to see X-23 kick ass. Excuse me, kick butt. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what we want to see. All right? We don't want to see, hey,
I don't know.
We want to see that.
Hold on. I hear some more wisdom coming.
You said that she was about to kill the store owner because she didn't know better. She didn't know better. Then why didn't she try? To kill Logan?
Probably she couldn't.
Maybe because Logan's the star of the movie, and so he's not cannon fodder like everybody else. So he's just gonna mow him down.
In the comics, didn't she go out to go to get him?
Aside of the comic, because then that becomes a whole different other discussion.
Okay.
It's a film. I know the trailers are going to be out there so kids can see them because the trailers, the trailers are never going to be as heavy as what's necessarily going on in the film. So a kid can easily see Logan or Deadpool, any of those particular trailers. And I think the trailer is light enough that if the kid's old enough, okay, fine. But I don't know. At this point, don't they think that there is a problem when you have the kid in the film committing actions that the average kid would not be able to watch on their own? You don't think that there's anything to that maybe just a little bit too far? And it's not saying that she can't be a good fighter. Okay, I'm not saying that she can't be an excellent fighter or a visceral fighter or even a savage fighter where they have to hold her back because she wants to keep fighting. It's the killing that I'm getting at. The killing. The flat-out killing.
And I get that 100%, but we have seen movies where children have killed, right? Have we not? And we've seen that this is just people, of course, naturally, they want to put it to a further progression of this. They want to show how bad she is, what she can do. She's basically Wolverine, but
Younger.
3 feet tall, young Wolverine. And so that's what they're really showing. This is a representation. Wolverine is older. He's not, from what you can see in the clip, he's not the same Wolverine. He's not. He's slower. He's not as concerned. But here is him, 3 feet tall, ready to tear up the world the way Wolverine used to be. And I think
shows that he could have been 5'3" and we would have had the real Wolverine.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been Hugh Jackman. It would have been.
Well, that point that you make is the part that they're trying to do, is giving us a young Wolverine, that legacy sort of thing. So they're not going to give us the Wolverine's origin. I guess they did, but it was terrible. But we have a young Wolverine running around with Wolverine, so it's the best of both worlds, or having your cake and eat it too.
Do you think that they're going to bring? Do you think that X-23? I don't. This whole universe, I really don't understand. So supposedly they're in the future now, right?
Yes.
And there's something.
And that's the other problem, is that everything the X-Men have failed miserably.
Right. And he's reading
Xavier is stuck
X-Men,
with Wolverine. That has to be the disappointment of his dream.
Trust me, if Xavier's there, they'll find some way out of it to go back in time and do something of that nature.
Right.
Because this doesn't. This totally.
This is how his dream ends. He's in the back of a car and he can't.
You can't have this future, and then they were trying to stop the other future with the Days of Future Past. They were totally against that one, so I don't see how this one would be any more acceptable. But hey.
Well, maybe this is explaining that moment when they met in the airplane.
We got to wrap, don't we?
Yeah. So we're all going to see this movie, and if you want to see it, you can come along.
I'm pretty sure my father won't take me.
Okay. We'll work on him. Petey, you down for the show?
I don't know if I'm down for it.
What? You're the biggest X-Men fan here.
I'm the biggest X-fan, but Xavier's dream is lost. He's in the back of a car. He's, there's no dream. It's like, how's Wolverine the last one? The last person standing with him in his dream.
The only one who was able to carry his own solo movie.
They didn't give anybody else a solo movie.
Give Gambit a chance. Give Gambit a chance.
Come on, everyone's
Mama took one.
What about you, Cal? You down for it?
I was up until this trailer. I don't know. I got to think about it a little bit more. I want to see it. I think Hugh Jackman has been a good Wolverine. I do want to see it, but for the reasons that I stated, and for some of the stuff that I'm getting from Petey as well, and Superstar, I just don't. It's kind of lessened my. It's just really kind of lessened my motivation to really want to see this. Other than, hey, it's the last Wolverine film, and it's the last one with Hugh Jackman until he's like 70 when they bring him back. But I don't know. I'm on the fence now. I'm on the fence.
Look, I guess it's once again.
Thanks, Deadpool. Thanks, Deadpool. Now we got to have all this extra violence. Thank you.
Well, I guess once again, I'm by myself. I'm seeing it. I'm gonna love it. Spin the rack out. Later.